Do you think the South lost the Civil War? Think again. Hey folks, I'm Tad Sturmer. I'm an American scholar of resistance history at the University of Southern Denmark and the author of Resistance History of the United States. And I'm here to talk a little bit about the lost cause. Or rather, maybe I'm not the best person to talk about this.
Tad really needs to focus on resistance. I'll give you an idea about whether or not, did the South lose the war? Well, actually, here's the way we talk about it in history. We say, well, the South lost the war, lost militarily, suffered military defeat, but it won the peace. And it won the peace through this narrative called the lost cause, which is a way for Southerners to justify the defeat and to reimagine themselves as heroes in a battle for something bigger than themselves, that the cause was still just, still sacred, and that all of their heroes were not rebels, really. They were not traitors to the nation, but patriots. Okay, why should you care about the lost cause? Well, even though it's a myth of Southern defeat, the thing is, it never left us. It just reinvented itself over time. And the original lost cause, as I've said on my own reels, is that it's based on three things: a nostalgia for the past, grievance with the federal government, and resentment for non-white people. And that resentment we are seeing today. All those things are actually evident in today's MAGA movement. A nostalgia for the past, they call it Make America Great Again, but don't tell you which America. A grievance with the federal government, particularly over the 2020 election that Trump lost, and then a resentment for non-white people. And right now we're seeing it focused on immigrants, but it also focuses on African Americans in the very same way that it did in the late 19th century. It included the incarceration of African Americans, placing them back into a slavery-like system through convict leasing and the like. And so today we're seeing the same thing, incarceration of non-white people. We don't know where they are right now, but we may see them at some point being used as labor. So I have 4 books, and it begins with Dixie's Daughters, on the book on the United Daughters of the Confederacy, a second book called Dreaming of Dixie, and it's the way in which Northern capitalists interpreted the South through advertising, music, publishing, and even Hollywood films. And then I wrote a true crime story called Goat Castle, a true story of murder, race, in the Gothic South. And most recently, I wrote this book called No Common Ground, Confederate Monuments in the Ongoing Fight for Racial Justice. And so I've done a lot of that stuff related to the lost cause. And all of those books are available at retailers, you know, but I always encourage people to shop at their independent bookstore. So if you're interested in following me, you can follow me on TikTok. You can also follow me on Instagram under the exact same name, Karen Cox Historian. Hopefully soon I'll get a YouTube channel up and running and you can then follow me there. Chad told me to say allons-y, but I'll just say, see you later, y'all.